about the sexual harassment laws in Lebanon?
I don't.
You do not have any idea? If you were sexually harassed in a workplace, let's say, or in an educational institution, would you report it?
I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Would you do anything else about the situation?
No, I think I would tell my parents and nobody.
Do you have any idea about the laws in Lebanon concerning sexual harassment?
I don't really know too much about it. I feel like it's not covered very often. You know, if anything, there's not very much publicity towards it, or anything. So, like, I feel like the majority of people don't know too much about laws concerning sexual harassment, especially towards women. I do know that recently they reformed a law concerning rape with women and then subsequently with marriage. And then there was this whole movement, one in AUB and one outside of it. One was called Mish Basita, and then the one in AUB was called Nati Ashta.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So, as a person who's informed about the topic, the problem with everything that, all of the buzz that has happened is that, for example, there was the elimination of Article 522. However, there are other articles such as 508, to my knowledge, that do allow for marital rape, which means that we still have a lot to cover. Jean-Auguste Sapien presented a beautiful proposal about laws which would criminalize sexual harassment, and these have not yet been passed. The problem is that not that we have a lack of education towards the topic, not that we have a lack of work and a lack of movement. The problem is that the people who have the power to do something are not willing to do something.
Guys, do you know anything about the laws concerning sexual harassment in Lebanon?
No, I don't personally.
None?
No.
Okay, if you were ever sexually harassed, would you know where to report it?
Court? We'd go to court?
You'd go to court?
Of course, but I don't think any action would be taken.
Lebanon, it's a corrupt country, so I don't think they would take action.
Do you have any clue about the laws concerning sexual harassment in Lebanon?
Actually, I don't know much about it, but what I know that there's a club called Gender and Sexuality in AUB that helps prevent sexual harassment.
Okay. Any idea concerning the laws concerning sexual harassment in Lebanon?
To be honest, I don't have a clear idea about this issue, but recently I've seen a lot of ads on the streets. تعددت المواد والموضوع واحد, something like that. It's about the laws number 522, 505 and 518. I'm not sure about this, but I guess that the concern and these issues, they revolve around sexual harassment or maybe women's right in sexual harassment, but I don't know exactly what they tackle, to be honest.
If there was ever an act of sexual harassment in a workplace, would you report it?
Surely I would report such actions. If an act of sexual harassment happened right in front of me, the first thing I would do before even reporting it is I would interfere to stop the criminal from harassing the victim, or I would at least put them aside and I would take care of the victim. Afterwards, of course, I would report the criminal.
Where would you report it?
It depends, to be honest, where I am and who I am with. But this issue should be tackled with the legal aspects. The police, the Shurta al-Askari, whatever is in Lebanon. But to be honest, maybe this issue wouldn't be directly handled or just at the moment. I'm not sure about this, but I guess we need some sort of wasta just to fasten the process. Eventually, this is the case in Lebanon, where everything happening.
So, do you know anything about campaigns that have to do with sexual harassment in Lebanon?
I know the Mish Aib campaign, Mish Basita and Nati Ashta campaign. And the Title X of AUB.
And do you know their aim, their goal?
To remove the stigma of reporting sexual harassment to the world, for women to feel confident enough and to report a sexual harassment incident and not to feel shy and stigmatized about it, and to put importance on the actual event so the women can report it and feel safe enough to report it.
Do you think the issue in Lebanon will improve?
I think by generation and generations it will, but right now it would take a while, I think, for the initial thoughts of the culture to start becoming better.